Like,
this is kind of like a double-edged sword, I'm going to say, but like, I do think the Italian's a bit overrated. I also think kind of like traveling and doing these videos, like we've seen a lot of good, and not to say that there aren't some great spots in the city, which there are. I think it's a little bit overrated, but I also think underrated is the pizza scene, which is crazy to say because I know it's kind of like the same thing, but the pizza in and around Greater Boston is like really good. Like
from Maine's cold coast to Connecticut, pride, Vermont's green hills, take it all in stride. Massachusetts traffic, we grip and we grind with a Dunkin' iced coffee and no peace of mind. So New England stands up proud. Chowder thick, we shout it loud. From Fenway Chance to Rhode Island tie, New Hampshire's cry, live free or die. So New England with Ian Brownhill.
Good friggin' morning from New England, folks. Welcome back to episode 81 of the So New England podcast. I'm your host, Ian B. I got RGZ to my left, and of course, the handsomest face that you'll never see, Vinny Chen's behind the keyboards over there, making sure everything here is solid and flowing well. RJ, please tell us who today's guest is.
Real quick note: there was a comment in the pod stuff that we had talking about way too many food reviews, and I just want to let you know,
Boo
wrong.
You. Boo you.
So,
whoever you are,
Boston
boo you.
Dad. No, I'm just kidding. That was made up. I just really wanted to get that out. All right, we are here today to talk my favorite topic of all, and that's all the delicious food, treats, and eats that New England has to offer. Our guest hails from West Roxbury, Mass, holding it down for his Mass brothers and sisters with over 100,000 followers between his social platforms. Whether it's walking the streets, asking people to try some wild food, or enjoying another amazing staple in this beautiful food hub we call New England, we welcome DeVito Food Reviews, aka Mr. Tommy DeVito.
what's up, guys? That was an epic intro.
I know. I told you. I was like, it's gonna get you hyped.
Yeah, I love how you give Vinny his flowers, though. Most handsome face you'll ever see.
That's it. Yeah.
I can vouch for the people. He's a handsome guy behind the camera.
He tries, so I don't make fun of him.
He has like a little Bitmoji that'll pop up, and I'm sure now that I'm saying it, it'll pop up right here on my hand. Vin, go ahead, do it for the camera.
Is this like Snapchat Bitmoji or like AI?
Pretty much. Yeah,
okay,
it's AI.
Snapchat Bitmoji.
This is the AI guy right here. He loves all of the AI stuff. So.
Okay, all right.
He teaches us everything that
He's
we
been
don't
on
need to know.
vacation, so maybe he'll make an appearance. We'll see.
Awesome, Tommy. Thank you so much for making the time to jump down to little Rhode here.
Thank you for having me.
I know that we're a little bit smaller than the whole Boston scene that you're into, but I know you're going to be doing some food reviews around here. So
yeah,
people should be excited to see a Boston guy coming in doing some Rhode Island food reviews. Now you know it's not going to be biased to the people who love Rhode Island food. So make sure you guys tune into the channel, check it out.
Thank you.
Any Hoosers, thanks for your time again. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
I'm
Welcome on the
here.
pod.
Happy to be here.
Let's get into it, brother.
Yeah.
Tell me the story. What got you to the food reviews?
Sure. So I'd say it was right before COVID hit, like 2020. So I went to high school right next to Fenway. I went to Boston Latin, and we went and visited like our high school after we graduated to go to like a basketball game. It was kind of like all the guys I played basketball with in high school. And after the game, we go to Tasty Burger right around the block, and we're getting food, and a couple of them are like, bro, just order for us. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, bro, just order the food. You always know what to get. And I'm like, all right. So I order for like 3 of my friends, and they're like, this is like the best thing we could have got. Like, you got to do something with this. And I was like, what do you mean do something with this? Like, I ordered your food. I don't know what else you want me to do.
You want me to be a waiter? I don't understand.
That's what I was like. I was going to like own a restaurant or something. And then they like, one of them pulls out the phone and just started filming me. And they're like, just do a video on the food, and we never looked back. So I give all my credit to my friends for how this got all started, but it was Tasty Burger in Fenway.
That's awesome.
That's the origin story.
And did you grow up in West Roxbury? That's just
Born and
where you're
raised.
at now?
Born and raised.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know much about like West Roxbury. What's the food scene like out there?
It's the best neighborhood in the city of Boston. You know? I would say it's
you said you weren't going to have a hot take. The first 2 minutes.
Is that a hot take?
That's a hot take.
I mean, my guys over here can vouch for me. It's best neighborhood in the city of Boston. Thank you very much.
You, my friend, are about to get a lot of flack online for that comment.
Everyone bring it. I can vouch for that. It's the forgotten neighborhood. Everyone's like, oh, what do you mean it's not downtown proper? And I get hate from it a lot in the comments and from even people I know. And so I'm kind of like, dude, like this is still part of Boston, even though it's not right at the north end or Southie or Charlestown. Like it's another neighborhood. And you go to Boston Latin, Boston Latin Academy, like a lot of the other Boston public schools in the city are West Roxbury kids. It's a great mix of families, but also being in the city. So I'll be there forever if I can.
Wow, I love it. Look at you go. Awesome. All right, so as you started to get into like filming videos and content, like how has that kind of expanded for you? Is there like a particular food avenue that you're interested in? Do you necessarily look at like large business, small business when you're trying to make a video? How do you kind of curate and come up with your ideas of like who you're going to film next?
Yeah. So, I mean, we definitely try to do just small businesses. Like, we don't really try and do chains unless it's Chipotle if you're watching. But I had to get that in there. I love it. I had to throw it in. But no, it's usually just small mom and pop restaurants. And it's, dude, honestly, it's, you see the guys here. It's me and my boys just going and eating what we feel like on the weekends. Like, we all work full time and we're like, hey, like, what are we in the mood for today? And so for like, hey, like we're down to Rhode Island. We were talking about Olneyville, the hot dog place. Like, hey, let's go get some chili dogs.
Let's get the horn for that one.
Is
Finally.
that okay?
Someone who knows to come down and try 3 all the way.
Yeah.
Now, real quick. You said chili dogs.
You got him
and
going.
I need you to
I'm
not
riled
say
up.
that again. They're hot wieners.
Hot wieners. Whoa.
Don't say chili dogs when you go in there.
Yeah,
Because
they
they'll
might
kick you out.
They'll
They'll
kick me
kick you out.
I'll say,
say chili dogs,
I'll
they're
say
gonna look
that
at you like you got
when I
10
get
heads.
in there. I don't know if I'm going to say that on the mic. I don't know. Someone's going to clip that and use that somewhere.
You gotta say 3 hot wieners.
Okay.
Yep.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And a coffee
Okay.
milk.
Yeah, and a coffee.
Have you had a
I've yet to have a coffee milk, so
dude,
I'm
this
in
is
for a treat.
dying
My
for that.
friend, you have just been blessed by Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's
There you
everything
go.
right there.
Welcome
I have
to
had Dell's lemonade though, so
All right,
that makes
awesome.
up for it.
That's a
So
good
That's great. There's nothing better than a nice Dells, and we're starting to get a little bit warmer out, so hopefully we're going to start consuming some
can't
Dells
I can't
pretty
wait.
soon.
Yeah.
Did you have it with a straw?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and they had a little lemon
You
chunks
can
in
leave
there.
now. Thank you
Oh,
very
wow.
much.
It's
Yeah,
just-
no, we don't do
Where
straws
do
on
you
our
keep
Dells here.
finding these people? Damn it!
Is that a thing to not use
It's
it?
a cardinal sin to put a straw inside of a Dells.
Okay. I mean, like I had it in it, but like I just drank. Like I never use straws.
Okay.
Like, I'll have
Okay.
it in, but I'll take the lid off and
Yeah.
There's no
Okay,
lid
all
on
right,
it,
all right,
though,
you can
because
say
it's like
that.
more slushy.
It
But
is.
I hope I get the pass.
Yeah,
I don't want to get booted.
You
so
get the
fast.
pass. It was your first
Okay.
time, but
All right,
moving
all right.
forward, never put a straw in it because that's how we're
Gotcha.
gonna know like that dude's not from here,
Gotcha.
and that'll be it.
Yeah, perfect.
So, what is the type of food that you generally consume that you enjoy? Like, are you like I focus on deli, I focus on like red meats, burgers, steaks, all that stuff, or is it just like anything you can get
under
your
the
hands
sun.
on?
Anything under the sun. It's like doing these videos. We've gone to a lot of restaurants. We never kind of could have imagined us ever going to. Like we've gone to Martha's Vineyard for a weekend. We've gone to Nantucket for a weekend. We went to Sarma last weekend, which is like #1 in Greater Boston the last 15 years. And this James Beard nominated chef who's running the place. Like, we're just kids from West Roxbury. Like normally we're eating like the deli at the end of our street. And I was kind of like, once we started playing sports and graduated college, I'm like, there's got to be more to life. And I mean, I'm come from Irish Italian household. I'm like, I love eating food. Let's go find the best food in the world. And so we've just kind of, been running from there.
I love it. And now this isn't what you do full time. You also
No.
work like a full time job, and you're juggling the creator lifestyle. So how's that kind of going for you?
I mean, I don't know if I'd say creative. I'm just kind of myself on the weekends, and my boy Pat films me, and it's kind of we throw it on the internet. That's kind of what we do on the weekends. But yeah, I work in commercial real estate during the week. But I'll be up late, kind of editing and stuff. We're actually, honestly, when we go places, there's usually 4 of us. So they'll be like, okay, who are the other 2? Like my boy Pat, my manager. I'll be like Hef or OB. I'll be like, yeah, they're my editor, and they have never edited a video. I just like bring it up so they can enjoy it with us.
Well,
But-
Vin does edit all my videos, but
There you go.
like anytime I go to any of the outings, I'm just like, oh, I need to bring my manager, my videographer.
Exactly how I do it,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, we have like 1 ticket. I was like, I really need 4.
That's exactly what I do. I'm like, because I'm not gonna go by myself. Like,
Right.
what is the point of life if you're not enjoying it with the people you love? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I always try to bring all of these guys with me, no matter where we go.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's
great.
like a New England thing, right? You got to bring your boys in. Like we
Gotcha.
went to Fenway Park for something, Sam Adams, or it was, and I forgot who it was, but we brought Murph. And I was just like, oh yeah, like this is like my guy that takes care of audio, and he's just slugging dogs and
Yeah.
beers the whole time. And like as we're leaving, he's just like, yo, and he opens up his pocket, he's like stealing beers. I'm like, they're free, dude. Like, why are you hiding it?
That I actually had a similar thing happen. We did a video up in like Salem, this cookie place, and nice couple. And we were doing the cookies. This was ridiculous. I don't know if I should be saying this. It was me, Pat, and 2 of my other boys. And the lady's like, oh, like nice to meet you, nice to meet Pat. Like, what do you guys do? And like they're just eating, they're wolfing cookies. They're just enjoying the time. And they're like, I'm like, oh, he edits the videos. And then she goes to the last guy. She's like, what do you do? And I've never had to explain all 4 before.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's the audio guy. And then she's like, oh, so you guys use mics and stuff? And he's got a cookie in his mouth. He's like, nah. She's like, so what do you do as the audio guy? I'm like, make sure it's not too noisy around. And there's people like bumping music walking by. And he's like, yeah, doesn't work every time. And we just were like, all right, let's get out of here.
I love it. Well, I think what's really cool is because of this whole social media wave, we have this entire world and community of individuals such as yourself who they have a passion for something and they're putting it online, and you're growing an audience, a very good, healthy, engaging audience. But you're also doing something else to kind of like subsidize that income while you're growing
the bills,
your page.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What is that like for you? Like, is there an interest for you to be a full-time creator? Would you prefer to be doing that? Or do you kind of like what you're doing? Because there's so many people who are on the verge of like, oh, I should start making videos. I should start doing it. Like,
Yeah.
what's your advice to them?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm in a position yet to give the advice, like I'm no Bobby Flay or nothing like that. I'm just some kid that likes eating food. I loved watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Man vs. Food shows like that growing up. So I was kind of like, all right, why don't I kind of do something with that? But like to do creator full time, I don't know. Like I never like, my parents never did this, or I never had aunts or uncles or anyone that did this. It's kind of like you're paving the road as you go. Would that be cool? Yeah, to get paid to eat food and hang out for a living? Are you kidding me? I think anybody in the world would do that. But it's kind of opened doors for me. Like I said earlier, that I'd never ever foresaw in my life. Like, we're going these places that who would have ever thought? Like I'm in Milan meeting the top pizza chefs in the world, like making a video with them. It's kind of like, I'm just some idiot on TikTok that's eating food. Like, how the heck is this happening right now? So, I think I'm kind of on the wave to like just keep your head down and keep grinding and having a full-time job in the meantime. Because, I like my coworkers and the people I work with full-time, and I don't get in trouble saying anything. Yeah. But like, I love doing the videos on the weekends and grinding on this because like, I'm just kind of seeing like, hey, let's see where this can catapult me to. Like maybe it's acting, maybe it's a TV show, maybe it's owning restaurants, it's kind of just like keep grinding and see what comes.
That's awesome. I love that for you. And I think the reason why I kind of harp on that entire mentality is that there's a lot of people who are unsure like what category to get into and like what they are interested in and what would be good for social media, but they want to get into that world. Mm-hmm. And I think just naturally because like your friends kind of put you in that position that day as your story told, I think it's just fascinating how that can kind of become what it is for you. But it also sounds like you're kind of humble in the sense that like, for the boomer generation and the generations a little bit under that, Yelp is where they went. Yeah. But millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like all these younger generations, we don't go to Yelp. We go to food, like if someone's like, I really love the way Tommy reviews food. Like I know I can trust his opinion. He's honest. He's forthcoming. His reviews are good. He goes to places that I tend to really enjoy. He's from West Roxbury. I connect with that. Like that's a huge, huge platform to have because a lot of people don't realize that even though it's like, oh, I want to be a mega influencer. I'm like, you have no idea how many people are just like around you in a circle that you could influence. Yeah. And you can create an entire living and entire social media page off of.
Yeah. So. I don't really do it to, I appreciate that a lot. Thanks. But no, we don't really do it to kind of get into the world of like being famous or influencing or social media. Like I just got great friends and family. And we just do what we love. It's kind of like,
that's what people love though. It's like, you're real, you're cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not like me putting on a fake accent, being from Rhode Island and just like, people are like, I thought you were from fucking Boston. I'm like, nope, surprise.
I can vouch off camera. These guys are good guys. So don't hate them on because of this. So, but yeah, seriously, like it's just kind of, we do it for the love of the game, and if we don't like food, we say it and we just don't post it and we just post the positive ones. Cause my dad's like, don't put any negative stuff out there. You're gonna get in trouble. And he told me that 6 years ago and I never really ever strayed away from that.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what is the thought process as you choose restaurants? Like how do you actually choose like this is where we want to go next? Do you have it laid out a couple weeks in advance? Like do you take recommendations from people? Give me like the content strategy for yourself outside of just like eating and like winging it. There's gotta be a little bit of thought, right?
No, that's a great question. Like, we get a lot of DMs and comments saying like, go here, go here, go here. And like, if I see like Horse and Ponies 23 commenting that in a video, I'm kind of like, who the heck is this person? Like, I don't know if I'm going to take their recommendation. So you take like, those with a grain of salt. But then if there's someone saying like consistently, like, you got to go here, you got to go here, you got to go here. We're kind of like, all right, like, let's look into this and see what this is all about. But for the most part, it's kind of just like, hey man, I'm feeling sushi tonight. Like, what are we doing for sushi? And we'll kind of look around and see what's good in the area. And we also, we grew up in Boston, so we knew a lot of the places just growing up from where we are in West Roxbury and where we are surrounding us. Like, this is the spot to go to. And, a lot of people who do like the videos and stuff, like I love the videos, but like are not from the area. And so they're like, oh, I saw this on social media. Like, let's go here. And sometimes we'll do that. I'll see a video. I'm like, dude, that looks banging. Like, we got to go try whatever the heck that is. But for the most part, it's kind of just common knowledge and it's family around the New England area. Like, Tommy, you got to come down and go to this place. And we're like, bet. All right. We trust this guy's food takes. Yeah. Let's go do that. So it's just really word of mouth and our personal preference.
I was gonna say it must feed itself, no pun intended, but like
that was pretty good.
Like that?
That was good.
That was good. That one I can already tell.
Wow, you had your Wheaties this morning.
I told you I was feeling like a silly goose. So, like the comments and stuff. At some point in time, like you said, you see the same restaurant or the same town that's kind of being like, oh, you should come try here, come try this, come try this. It's like it feeds itself. Like you kind of. At that point, you think to yourself, like, I guess I should go.
Yeah.
And you make it out there. So that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that says a lot about you, too, because if you get that same stuff, then people want you to go do it because they really want your opinion. So that's awesome.
I appreciate that. But I'm also like super petty, like really, really, really petty. So like if
You said you were
like,
Irish and Italian, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's self-explanatory, folks.
Yeah. But like I'll click, like if someone keeps comments and go this way, I'll click the account, and if they're not following me, I'm like, oh, I'm not listening to that. It's like if you're not supporting me, like no way I'm gonna listen to something that you're doing.
You know,
Bang.
obviously when you have like a podcast, people are interested in trying to like expand and come out here. And we kind of harped on this a little bit before, and like, you know, how do we choose our guests? And that often happens. People are like, oh man, I'd love to come on the pod. And I'm like, not only are you not following the podcast page, but you're not even following me.
Yeah. So why the heck would I have you on?
I'm like, what are we going to talk about? How you're just doing this? Like you're like,
they just want to utilize you, and it's not like they're supporting you.
Exactly.
That's just how I view it.
yeah. So, you know, New Englanders always support each other. So if
Exactly.
you know,
You stick together.
Now, harping on the fact that you don't necessarily do like post the negative reviews, which I think is kudos to you. That's really
Thank
good
you.
because you don't want to like
Absolutely.
bury a bad business or anything like
Exactly,
that. So that's
yeah.
great.
Exactly.
But what goes into your thoughts as to like what is a good food review? Like what is your tiers? Does it go by taste, flavor, all of these things? How does that structure
Like
customer
when
service?
something's bad, or like when something's
No,
good,
when
like,
something
when
like just in general, like how do you grade your reviews? Like how do you grade the food that you're consuming? Like where does that live for you?
yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it's just pretty
good or
raw.
bad.
Like, it's like if I eat it and you can kind of, I feel like see on my face how much I really like something. So like sometimes like I'll eat like maybe a hot dog and I'm like, wow, it's, you know, it's a good dog. You know, I like the hot dog. But then sometimes I'll Jade Bun, you guys in Rhode Island, and I'll eat one of like their pork buns and it explodes everywhere. And I'm like, dude, what did I just put in my mouth?
Yeah.
This is one of the best things I've ever eaten.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, but like you'll see me light up, and like, you know, it's really just kind of the quality of food. Like it doesn't matter if we're in a shack on the side of the road or if we're in a fine dining restaurant, which again, like, you know, we never really did when we started this page. It's kind of like come to be where places like, hey, you know, come check us out, and I'm like, all right, I'll come check it out, you know. But if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yep, fair enough. So that's kind of
Very
just the quality
simple,
of
very
food.
straightforward. Okay,
Yeah,
because I know because
absolutely.
we've had a few people that are just like, oh, well, if the service is not good, like that's going to give them a tick, or if the service is really
Nah.
good, but maybe the food was like a little undercooked to my liking or a little overcooked, they'll kind of like, oh, it won't like sway my opinion at
I
all.
don't care.
So yours is just like, look, guys, it's either fucking good or it's not.
Exactly.
Like that's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
Exactly. But
Awesome.
like if someone's a dick, I'm kind of like, all right, buddy, like what do you got to stick up your butt for?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just be nice? But for the most part, people are very friendly. So
Yeah, and I only ask these things because like. Again, from a consumer standpoint, if anyone isn't following you and they're like, you know, they might be like, oh, that's the kind of review I'm looking for. I'm not
Yeah.
looking for this intricate like bullshit where you're
Yeah.
like, hey, let me try and do everything I can
No.
to prove to you that I'm not being paid to be here.
No,
you know what I mean? Or
don't.
something
Like
like
if
that.
someone's trying to like wine and dine, I'm like, cool. I'm like, but if it sucks, I'm telling you, it sucks. But thank God for the most part, we only had a few of those conversations. So
No, and you do street interviews too, correct?
yeah, I mean, it was kind of new. It was, shout out to OB. OB was the kind of one who's like, yeah, like I'll follow you around and just film you doing it, because I mean, I'll say anything to anybody. I feel like I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse or a little bit of both, but like we were just going up to random people in the comments and like, you want to eat some chicken feet? And some people are like, are you out of your mind? Like,
Yeah.
what on earth are you talking about? Like some random guy in the street asking me this. And some people are like, oh my God, like I've seen the videos, like, and they'll do anything to be in the video.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh my God,
yeah.
chicken feet. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, I didn't even eat it myself. I don't know what the heck this thing is going to taste like. Are you kidding me? But I think we're going to do frog legs next, and we're going to go like North End, like hand out frog
There you
legs
go.
or something. But
That's got to be super interesting to try and get someone from the street in Boston
bro,
to
it's,
like, you know.
it's hilarious. Like I'll just like eye people down on the street. Like, so like people will be walking by, and if they kind of shoot me a side eye, I'm like, oh, that's my in. I'm like, hey, excuse me, you want a frog leg? And they're like, what? Like, what are you talking about? It's kind of whatever. We just brainstorm like whatever the craziest things that come to mind, and then let's just do it.
So are the stereotypes true? Like, do you get more no's than yeses? Because, you know,
Oh, yeah,
obviously it's
yeah,
always
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Boston people are like, fuck off, don't talk to me.
Obi, what'd
So-
you say? Was that 75% no's we got that day? Yeah, and so
Okay.
it was 25% yeses, and the yeses
That's
were from people
pretty
who were like,
impressive. I don't know. I would have thought it would have been like 90-10.
I mean, it's
you
all
know?
about how you sell it. So I was kind of like, hey, you want some chicken feet? And if they're like, I'm like, you know, it's packed with protein. I got it right down the street. They're fresh made to order. And I mean, that could be a total cap. I'm lying through my teeth.
Yeah.
When you say it with confidence, they're going to be like, you know, I'll try a chicken foot.
That's so wild. That's so wild. And I'm thinking specifically of I don't know if you saw the viral video of the girl for St. Patrick's Day in Boston, where she was like, you know, trying to make a TikTok or dance, something like that. And then the girl behind her was like, excuse me, get the fuck out of the way.
I didn't see it, no.
Oh, yeah. I think it was on Purely Boston or something like that. One of those pages. When
Might
it was
Do we
just
have
like,
it, or
Monster.
do we have time to like, pull it
Yeah,
up?
yeah, of
I'm
course.
kind of curious to what you're talking about now. Are they
It's
like,
just like-
was
it's
it a
just
high
like-
school girl or something? Or was it an older girl? What was?
I don't know if she was younger or older. I'm imagining she's younger because she was
Okay.
like doing like a OTD type of thing, outfit of the day.
Okay, all right, cool.
And then that girl was like wicked pissed that she was in her way. Oh,
We
yeah.
don't have it. I feel
Clinton,
bad.
Clinton
Because
did put it on his story.
some girl just getting cussed out in the Southie parade. It sounds
But,
like is what we're
but
gonna
you know
watch.
what? It's funny because like I don't think enough of those videos where that happens because it's so pure.
Yeah, it's
But
just raw.
I mean, that was one that went viral, and it was clearly why it went viral. It was funny. She took it on the chin. She clearly posted it.
Yeah.
But it was like, that happens so much more than people think.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
100%. Oh, you got it?
All right, well,
Excuse me, fuck it away.
Oh, it's literally just that quick.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help you anywhere in life. Excuse me, fuck it away.
Wow. And the boyfriend right behind, just like, oh,
yeah, you know.
Sorry about that.
You know, she's controlling everything. He's just like, I'm sorry. She's
He's
an
my
angry
bad.
person. But that right there is very New England.
What would you say was the hardest thing to learn growing up?
Probably learning how to like use, save, or spend money.
You legit worked in banking, did you not?
You're welcome.
Are you still with Dime Bank, or are you too Hollywood now?
Okay, rude, but yes, I am.
Imagine your followers finding out you're with a Connecticut-based bank.
Okay, first of all, they have a branch in Wesley, Rhode Island, which is where we grew up. So really, that's brownie points because I'm sticking to my roots. Second, I think everyone would appreciate that I'm with a bank that knows and understands their community. Their tagline is legit, community banking lives here.
Hey, I'm not asking you to sell me on it. I've been banking with them for years, and they know me on a first-name basis. I'm just saying, I'm surprised is all. I can see the headlines now. Mr. Anti-Connecticut actually banks with local community bank?
Okay, you know what? Follow along with me here. They're FDIC insured, equal housing lenders, wicked friendly. They take care of all my personal needs, have expansive products to help all my businesses, offer lending across the board, merchant services. What more could I possibly want or need? And you know that I secretly like Connecticut, so.
Oh, I hope you heard that, folks. Dime Bank is the reason Ian loves Connecticut.
Okay, you're ridiculous. Funny story though. You know how they have like the mobile app with like banking, Lifesaver, you can do all the deposits. Have you tried to teach your mom how to do the mobile deposit
No.
yet? I was teaching my mom how to do it, and she takes a selfie instead of the check. Visit dimebank.com to learn more.
What a lot of people don't understand unless you're from New England, because if you go to the other, I would say bigger states, not that, there's a lot of bigger states than the ones in New England, but like Florida, the Carolinas, anywhere down south, Texas, you get off the exit, it's the same copy and paste. They have the same 16 to 20 different chains, probably owned by all the same people. You come up here, you go one street over, it's a completely different
A million delis and
delis,
authentic type of food.
all the different types of food. None of them are the same. They're all different. And so like to go around, and I feel like that's why there's so much potential out here where like, I made that joke in the intro where it's like, too many food reviews because there's so much good fucking food.
Yeah, right.
There's so
There's a
much
lot
good
to
stuff
choose
to
from.
try.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then let's get into it then. Like, let's talk about like the restaurants in the Boston area. Do you have like, I want to have like your top 3 foods that you enjoy, like different categories, like burgers, steaks, like what food do you really like to get into the most?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's the food-
Chinese food.
I like anything. Like, I'm not going to
Indian
discriminate ever. Like,
Yeah.
but, I got to be careful. Like, I do these videos, 3-4 videos a weekends, catching up to the love handles.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. Like, it's definitely
Nah,
catching
you're
up.
24. You're fine.
I
You got
appreciate
5
it.
more
I
years before it
appreciate
really hits you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
join
what I'm
us
saying.
at 34.
Look at
This is
this.
actually
You
an
guys-
issue.
You guys are chilling.
We're both in
You're
bigger
chilling.
sweatshirts than we've ever worn in our
This is an
lives.
XL.
But like, I try to eat healthier like all during the week. And,
Right.
on the weekend, like if I can't eat healthier, like I can just eat like, nice fresh sushi with tuna or a nice steak and eat stuff like that. I want to do that. But if, Pat's like, hey man, we're getting cinnamon rolls this week. And I'm kind of like, all right, twist my arm. Get cinnamon rolls,
Oh, darn.
Yeah, like, shucks. But, I try to eat healthier for the most part. But I don't know. You're asking for like a top, what were you?
Yeah, like so I guess I'm trying to say like what are like the top categories of like food? I don't want to say like food genres, but different culinary experiences throughout Boston that you truly enjoy.
I mean, dude, the Bib Gourmands recently, like we've hit like Ja Hunger, Sumayo, dude, like that kind of food is.
We have a Ja
exceptional
Hunger
Boston.
here in
in
Rhode Island,
Providence.
too.
The
Yeah,
OG
Providence.
one's down here, and
Okay,
because
yeah.
they got Bib Gourmands up there. What was the other one? Pagu. We're going to soon. I've heard incredible things about that. I haven't been yet, but like that kind of food, like growing West Roxbury, that's not kind of what's coming up on a Friday night. Usually it's 3 pizzas and it's grab as many slices as you can before they're gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So like trying places like that has really opened my eyes. Just like, wow, there's like a whole new kind of side of things. But like I said, growing up Italian, like I eat a lot of good Italian food, and I think my dad, of course, makes the best in anywhere in the area.
of course.
But like if we're like when we have friends coming to town and stuff, there's a limoncello in the North End, which we love to go to because I think the North End food scene is it's okay, but like it's not the same as it once was. Like it's definitely gone a little bit down.
Kind of commercially.
Yeah, and like no hate to North End, like I love my city, but like it's just not New York, you know,
Yeah.
it's not Philadelphia. Like it's, I mean, obviously we're smaller, but like I still think there's room for growth and improvement. But Limoncello in the North End, I absolutely love Maurizio and the people there. We love, those are our people. So we'll always take friends from out of town. And then we went to a place about a month ago in Jamaica Plain called Tonino, and it is a life-changing meal.
And what kind of food
Italian.
is that? Italian.
It is like you
So
gotta.
is Italian food like the go-to for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just because that's
I mean,
how I
who is it
grew
not?
up.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying.
really
Like,
can't
that's just
trust
how I
someone that
grew up.
doesn't want
Let's be
Italian
real
food,
here.
but
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
but like, there's nothing like if someone throws anything in front of me, like I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna at least give it a shot with an open mind. But yeah,
You caught the vowel at the end of his name.
I was gonna say my last name is DeVito. Like
Yeah.
you know, Italian was gonna be the answer. But
isn't that Tommy Cutlet? So isn't that his last name DeVito
Hey,
too?
oh,
Tommy
that's
Cutlet
the
from the
second best Tommy DeVito.
I'm just saying.
in New England. All right,
that's my
second
guy,
best.
RJ.
that guy
Yeah,
was
he's from Jersey though.
He
He's not
left
even-
and then
he's
he
not even
came
a
back.
New
Yeah,
Englander.
he's
He's
kind
part
of
of the
he
Patriots,
can
but-
be Tommy
We'll
Cutlets.
accept him.
Like he's probably a nice guy. He can be Tommy Cutlets. I'm Tommy DeVito.
Actually, dude, we should hook that up. I should get you in touch with his manager, Stiletto, or something like that. Am I saying his last name? Sean, right? Yeah. I'm good friends with Sean. I get Sean, get Tommy, and you together. Same name, same thing.
Why not?
That
Yeah,
would be a
I'm
lot of
open to
fun. That'd
be
anything.
cool.
That'd be, and then you can
He's
take
you
it
can
to
make
the
it
such a
happen,
really
sure.
nice guy. Because when he came to the Pats, I followed him on Instagram, and a lot of the stuff he does seems pretty cool.
Tommy?
He seems like a very laid back, like
Yeah.
just cool guy.
Yeah, no, I'm open to whatever. It'd definitely be weird as hell. Me, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm Tommy. Gotta be like, what the hell's going on here?
I'm Tommy
yeah.
DeVito.
That would do
Yeah.
numbers.
Tommy
That
DeVito.
would do
Yeah.
numbers.
Right.
on the show.
You're the
Yeah.
guy who's got the eye for
That's
that
it,
thing.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. If
So-
you can make it, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think we'll have a conversation after this. I'll text Sean.
All right, cool.
So tell me though, you said your dad cooked some pretty good Italian food. So is there like a little bit of like food, like passion and interest that you grew up in that kind of maybe
100%. Yeah.
curated this? like,
100%.
food
It's
review
my
thing?
dad. You know, like I'm the oldest of 4 kids. My mom's Irish. My dad's Italian. My dad does the cooking in our house. Love you, ma. Sorry.
Smart man right there.
Yeah. But he would always be responsible. Like, hey, Sundays, you know, no matter if it was an AAU basketball tournament, I was playing it all weekend, or if my brothers were at football or whatever it was, like Sunday, you always come together as a family, and you know, I'm cooking and we're eating, and you know, that's just kind of how I always grew up, and I love that, and I want that for my family. Is you know, when I have kids and I raise a family, and that definitely is kind of what is the foundation of my passion for these videos. Like I know I always think about my dad, and I bring him to some of the videos. So he's coming to one next Saturday. So I love bringing him and being like, dude, like, you know, you took care of me for all these years. Like now it's my turn to kind of pay it forth. And I guess TikTok is the way I'm doing it.
There you go.
Do you give him a mic? You mic him up?
Yeah, he's like, he's my house. Like he does. So we lift on Wednesdays, and he'll cook a roast beef and slice it in the basement, like next to the gym I have in my basement. And like Val will be like, oh, you wanna? He's like, don't put me on the camera. Like, don't put me on the camera. He's like, leave it for Tommy. And so, I mean, he's a gem of a guy. Anyone that knows me, he's the best guy I know. But yeah, a little camera shy.
You just got to keep him mic'd up and just like don't get him on the camera, but just have his voice going in the
We
background.
might do that. Put a mic on him and just have him like.
Yeah,
next
just
to
don't
Pat
tell him
filming.
when he's not looking. Just clip it to his shirt.
Popcorn crew.
I'm
and
telling
they'll
you,
just
because
chime
people
in.
love that. I mean, it's like
I mean, he talks during, like, I'll be like mid filming, and like there's 4 of us, and he'll be talking to my boy. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, Bob, like they can't hear me. Like they only hear you. He's like, oh, sorry. My bad.
honestly though, those are the type of videos that do so well, because I think what makes New England so special is the fact that there is so much history and culture, and the fact that like our older generations have made this life. So that's why, like, you know, you say now, like, oh, the North End's not what it used to be, but like your dad probably, I don't know.
Different
if he's-
era. Different era.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like a very different thing, but it's just, that's what we kind of want and crave. But then it's like, you know, things of course are always going to
This
change.
does not help. Rent and all the
Yeah, I mean,
everything is
seriously.
crazy.
That's what's interesting. I went to the Wilbur last night for a show. So I was with my wife, and we went out to eat, and we couldn't get in at Sam and Ilios or something like that. Maybe I'm trying to remember the name. It's right over by the garden. But we
Okay.
thought about just going to the North End, because it's like that place has become like a conveyor belt, right?
Yeah.
So like we love Giacomo's. We go there. That's the spot that we like.
Yeah.
But dude, you might like wait outside in line, but it takes like 10 minutes. And when you get in, by the time you like sit down, order, I feel like I'm handing my menu, and someone's already bringing the food.
Yeah.
And by the time you finish that last spaghetti, it's like it's already gone. And you're like, where's my water? They're like, all right, thanks for coming.
Yeah, and they'll hand you the check, and they're like, "Oh, you pay that?" They'll circle back around
Right,
3
yeah,
times.
yeah,
Like,
they're
"Oh,
like-
you put your card down
It's
yet?"
like
And it's kind of like, because it's a money machine. It's
Right.
a money machine.
It just turns over
tourism
people.
goes flocks there for
Right.
anything in the city, and they're like, "All right, next table." Like I worked at one of the restaurants there. And,
Gotcha.
And it's just like he's like, "All right, set the table up. Let's go." And I'm like, dude, like people are still walking out.
I
Like,
know.
holy
I mean,
crap.
so funny, man. I
Italy's
don't even think-
not like that at all. Like
The
Italy,
what?
like going to Italy, like
No,
You
dude,
have
they're
to
like
beg
stay
them.
all night. Like, do not
You
move.
have to beg them to get the check. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. It's like, hey man, like I'm looking to get back to the hotel. You know, like let's wrap it up. And they're like, no, enjoy. You want nothing, something else? But
Yeah, no, it's like I feel like I'm just not even digesting yet, and I'm like, I literally just ate like Alfredo sauce. Can you give me a moment,
I need
please? Like,
5
if I
minutes,
start
yeah.
moving, I might.
I'm buttoning the
fall-
pants.
The
Yeah.
blood pressure's gonna drop me. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I told you, I'm 34 now. So
I was gonna say,
I
I'm
get a
still
little
25.
lightheaded when I
Yeah.
sit up.
You got time. You got time.
I was gonna say, there's a couple more years.
Well, it's tough. You said you were a sports guy in high school, right?
Yeah, I played in
Yeah,
high
then
school.
you get, if you don't start, keep it up, keep at it. Don't
Yeah,
ever
it's-
stop.
No,
Don't
no,
ever stop,
no.
young
I mean,
man.
we live pretty religiously, or
Good.
try to anyway. But
Good,
you
good.
know, hoop days and
Yep.
baseball days are definitely. I
It's
mean,
hard, right?
Softball we still play, but
Yeah.
hoop day. I mean, I almost snapped my
See?
knee the last time I played. I was kind of like,
Yep.
I got to stick to TikTok.
Yeah, so let's see. In my last 4 basketball outings, sprained my ankle.
Yep.
Got a contusion from a knee-to-knee contact. Came back from the ankle injury. First play of the playoff game. Knee to knee.
Oh, stop.
Absolutely wrecked my shin.
Oh.
Shin splints like you wouldn't believe. And then pretty much got like a whiplash concussion last time I was playing 3-on-3.
Oh,
Ran into a screen. Boof. And I was like, oh boy.
big
That was-
dude, big
yeah,
dude center screen.
Yeah.
yeah.
See,
so-
stretched pliability, like Tommy says.
Well, I do 25 minutes of stretching to go
There
play
you
in the
go.
men's league.
There
game.
you
And
go.
The guys are like,
See?
dude, you're 24,
Yeah.
right? I'm like,
Nope,
shut
don't matter.
up. Yeah.
We need to do like
I was gonna say I pulled my hamstring running to first base. That's why I don't play men's league
Stop.
anymore.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I had a guy I was playing in a softball game with.
Yep.
I forget his name. God bless him. It was a softball tournament in West Roxbury, and we're going for a fly ball, and he's like chasing it down, and I just hear him start screaming. I'm like, I gotta still catch this ball. So
Yeah.
I catch it, and he's like, dude, my hamstring's gone.
Yep, gone.
I was like, oh my god, I gotta take it easy. Like it's
Yeah.
a Saturday at 9 a.m. right now.
exactly. You know what though? Don't take it easy.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
that'll keep you active. I feel like a lot
Okay.
of us were like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I feel like once you start to take it easy, that's when the bones and
that
the
kind of
muscles
takes
get brittle.
over. Okay.
Yeah.
This is unk advice I'm getting.
I mean,
right
I'm
now.
telling you, like, you got to think about it. I mean, look at LeBron. Like, he hasn't stopped at all, and he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
if
what
we're making the analogy to me and LeBron, I'm gonna come back next week after this podcast.
Kobe put up
say.
61 when he was 38. So, you know, you
Yeah,
can't-
that's true.
$1
That is
million
true.
a year and putting stuff, all that good stuff into your body. That's what it should get you.
Yeah, I mean, I hope
You
one
got
day.
the harbor jump in, do a little ice bath. There
We
you
I
go.
actually did last summer. I mean, I never really would. I was in the seaport with my buddy. It was the middle of the summer, and I was sweating buckets. And I was like, dude, we got to get in some water. So we went down to this guy who was about to go on a fishing charter, and he's like, you want to just hop off? Hopped right off, hived right back in, and left. That was the only time I ever jumped in the harbor in my
There you go.
life.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
why that
You
came
said
to
he
mind.
can do it. Though. Hey, I
That's
was
hilarious.
gonna say we did that. Your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get married?
In Bristol, Rhode Island.
Sick.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oceanfront area.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure you've probably heard of Newport.
Yep.
Bristol's kind of like the best kept secret. It's like a smaller version of Newport. It's got
Okay.
the same like authentic, like history with like the old colonial homes, but there's a ton of really good food over there.
Okay.
Really good food.
We might be making a little road trip then.
Yeah.
I tell you,
we
like
got nods over there.
Newport is just a little bit transient. So
What'd you say? What's it called?
transient. So like, there's a lot of people that like
What is
travel.
that?
Transient is like quick in and outs. So
Okay.
like the people
All right.
don't live there long, like, you know what I mean, year round. It's all
They're just
tourism.
kind of going and visiting.
So like
Gotcha.
a lot of the people that even work there are like kids that are students at Salvate
Mhm.
and you know, people that are coming in that like own these mansions and they're like,
yeah,
you know.
they're just kind
So
of
it's
coming,
like
yeah.
it's like very transport. I don't know how like the word transit would even come from, but like that's
Not a
the
lot
word.
of
That's
community,
about right.
it sounds like.
Yeah, no, there is a ton
Yeah.
of community. There are
There
people
is.
who live in Newport year round, but I'm just saying like the main food scene, you go down to like the main harbor there and it's just like you go over to Bowen's Wharf and it's like very expensive food.
Mm.
And in my opinion, and they listen to this and they always yell at me for saying this, like, don't do this to us. I'm like, it's just expensive food
Yeah.
for a not great food
Quality,
experience.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And Newport is gorgeous. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
but it's also
Yeah.
a very affluent area. So
Mhm.
like you got to spend money to have a good time. Whereas Bristol is like a homey version of that, which is like right on the coastline. You have incredibly beautiful views. It's like affordable food and it's very good. It's got a huge Portuguese influence too. So if you've
Ooh.
never had Portuguese
Yeah,
food,
yeah, yeah.
you know, you get a lot of like
Okay, so it sounds like
moldesadas and
that's
a lot of all
a lot
that.
more up our alley than,
Yeah, yeah,
than
yeah.
Newport.
Hey, definitely check out Newport. I
Oh,
would
of
never
course,
say not
yeah.
to, but Bristol is definitely a bit more like for food reviews. You're going to be like,
Okay.
there's this, there's some really good pad thai there at Tong Foon. Really good Italian food. Best chicken parm that I've ever personally had.
Okay.
Ben hates when I say that. At
The disgust.
oh my gosh, I forget the name every friggin' time.
He's
Um,
one of us.
Yeah.
Vowel,
Gotcha.
last name.
Gotcha.
Guarneri. It's an I.
Yeah, I'm just
Mother-
Irish
you
and French
motherfucker.
and English. So, all
Unless we're
I
talking
can't think-
potatoes, we're not asking you about cutlets, pal.
I'm telling you, it's some of the best.
All right.
Chicken
No, there's
parm is
this
my
new-
favorite
Let's
it
tell
is.
food.
Pat after the pot. He's ready to write it
Chicken
down
parm is my
already.
favorite food, and they're by
Okay.
far the best chicken parm ever.
We got to go check out Bomb Chicken Parm. They just opened in Johnston not too long ago.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, it's like
That's
a make
another-
your own
what's it
chicken
called?
parm. Bomb Chicken Parm.
BOMB.
Yeah, Bomb. Yeah.
It's like a sit down or what?
I haven't been there. I think so, but you can make your own chicken parm by customize the sauce, the pasta, the type
All right,
of
maybe
chicken
the, four,
cutlet.
the boys will pull up.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah.
A lot of good food over there. And there's, if you like Mexican food,
I love Mexican
although
food.
technically I think he might be Peruvian, but either way, Mexican food, it is a place called Nacho Mama's.
Wow.
The best.
yeah.
I'm
So
telling you,
good.
the best. I mean, and the reason why it's the best is because he genuinely cares about the quality of his ingredients.
It's in Rhode
So I
Island?
know you, yeah, it's right across the street from a Chipotle,
Yeah.
which kind of like screwed his business for a little bit. But the ingredients are just like top notch. So like the beef really marinates for a long time. You get yourself some like good, the tacos there,
So
the
good.
best.
Yeah.
The best.
I don't think I've ever had a bad meal. I've only been there maybe 6 or 7 times, but it's always been
They
absolute.
catered my wedding. That's how
peak.
much I love it.
That one I'll agree with you.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
They catered my wedding.
did.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good.
Was it like late night or it did like the actual?
No, they catered that. Yeah, I
Main.
mean, like the wedding started at like 4 or 5 o'clock because it was in July, so it was like pretty hot out. So we waited till the later
Gotcha.
evening. But they catered. We ate at like 6 o'clock, and then I had a food truck come from a place called Iggy's, which is like someone I work with closely, and
Huh.
it's a chowder house.
Oh,
So
wow.
they
I'm
do-
thinking
and
the
they have a-
bakery in Cambridge.
Yeah, yeah. So it's Iggy's Chowder House, and they've got like the best clam cakes, chowder,
So Rhode Island.
stuffies, all that
Yep.
kind of stuff,
So
man. It's
Rhode
like the
Island.
best seafood.
yeah.
So,
So
they
good.
pulled up, and it was like 95 degrees, and I'm like, who wants hot chowder after just eating Mexican? Not a good choice. I was not
I have a
thinking.
guess you're probably like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but I mean, we did it. I was dancing.
Sounds
right
like a
away.
good wedding. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was
sounds like a
good.
good
It was a
wedding.
good time. But
Yeah.
I also recommend checking out Iggy's too
Okay,
while you're here.
all right.
All right. The one thing I'd like to kind of hear is some overrated things about the food scene in Boston and some underrated things.
Okay. Are you talking like within the city or kind of like greater
Oh
Boston?
yeah, like
or-
I want to get like your Boston food scene takes. Like
This is kind of like a
what's-
double-edged sword, I'm going to say, but
Yeah.
like I do think the Italian's a bit overrated. I also think kind of like traveling and doing these videos, like we've seen a lot of good, and not to say that there aren't some great spots in the city, which there are. I think it's a little bit overrated, but I also think underrated is the pizza scene, which is crazy to say because I know it's kind of like the same thing, but the pizza in and around greater Boston is like really good. Like
All right,
everyone's
well,
like,
what's our top 3?
I mean, I'm going back to, the pizza I had there. Like, I know it's a sit down place. Like if he sold that out of a window, he would be a millionaire. It is
What's it called?
Tonino, Tonino.
And where's that out of?
Jamaica Plain. So
Jamaica
neighborhood
Plain, okay.
next to me. So it was a 10-minute ride to get there. But that pizza is insane. Pasto in Somerville. Juan G is like a top 50 pizza chef in the world. They got Neapolitan there, which is insane. I guess another place that's coming to mind, I'm going up to Bill Ricca, so a little bit farther up. But this place, Big Al's, they got this tomato pie there, like New York style. Exceptional. Like you can find these little places. Like, I mean, there's Joni's, they say in Chelmsford. Like there's a million other like little town places or neighborhood places that are just under the radar. And I want to kind of, show the world them. So hopefully
And
each video
and
will-
you want to know something about what everything you just said? He knows what he's talking about, and he's not full of shit because he didn't miss a fucking beat when he said it. So that's how my man knows it's good food.
I never hesitate.
He didn't even breathe. The man knows pizza.
Awesome. Fellas, let me talk to you for a second, man. Look, it's 2026 and you're not feeling like yourself lately. I get it, but it's time to do something about it. You got low energy, you're having bad workouts, you can't seem to focus. You are not alone. And trying to figure it out in today's medical world, hell, it can feel like a total hamster wheel. That's why we at the So New England podcast are wicked excited to be partnering with Game Day Men's Health. Now, here's a few fun facts. Your initial consult and lab work are completely free. And most of the results are done right in-house in about 15, 20 minutes. It's a medical office built specifically for men with licensed professionals who actually give a damn and explain what's going on so that they can create a real game plan for you. They offer testosterone optimization, peptides, yes, there it is, buzzword from socials. I know you're seeing it everywhere, peptides, ED solutions, because fellas, there ain't no shame in the game, baby, and more. All completely personalized to you, which was me and the fellas' favorite part. Check out one of their locations in Garden City, Cranston, or Wayland Square right in Providence. Quick, easy, professional, and we cannot recommend them enough. Check out the video on our socials of our personal experience if you'd like, so you can kind of see what it looks like firsthand. Because me and the fellas, we all got our blood work done, and we're now all on our own customized plan right from Game Days Men's Health. So what are you waiting for? Take control of your health today, boys. GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. All right, this is our time to get into our So New England segment.
Okay.
We got a lot of your sport. You didn't hear the music. There's a little music going on.
Okay, that's I was going to wonder what the pause
You were
was.
just like, did everyone just have a seizure? They just want to say
That's literally what I thought.
all right, so we have a lot of beautiful states here in New England. I don't know how well traveled you are. I'm assuming with all these food reviews getting around, but sometimes Boston folk don't get too far. I don't know.
Sure,
But
yeah, that's
you
pretty
guys
accurate.
I know Rhode Island guys. We don't get too far either. So
I packed a suitcase to come to the pod today.
So we got 6 beautiful states here in New England. Can you rank them as like favorite to least favorite? And it doesn't have to be like, we use the term favorite loosely. If you haven't been to Vermont, so you're like, oh, I don't.
How the hell did you know that? Yeah, I've never been to Vermont.
I just usually a West Roxbury guy. I'm like, that's not a guy that gets up to Vermont too much.
Yeah, that's pretty damn accurate. Yeah, I mean, he's spot on. Spot on.
Pizza, apparently, though.
So, are we talking like food or like just in general?
It could be however you want to rank it. Rank it by food. You're a food review guy, so like, who you going state by state best food?
Crap. So it's Massachusetts always number 1. Man, I look like an idiot on this thing, bro. So it's Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Oh my God. Yeah,
You're good. You're good. We have a viral clip, guys. There you go. We'll clip that shit out. Yeah, you'll cut that out.
Perfect. I'll say Massachusetts.
By the way, you're
number
not the
1.
only person. That happens more frequently
Well,
than
that's
it.
not something I ever think about. I'm kind of like, is Massachusetts and Rhode Island?
It's only
Everything
Boston
else?
people, by the way, that always don't know what it is.
Okay.
Because they're just like, there's Boston, bigger Boston, smaller Boston,
Yeah.
West Boston.
That's about right. Yeah. I'd say Massachusetts number 1 for food. 2, Maine. 3, Connecticut. 4, Rhode Island. 5, New Hampshire. 6, Vermont, because I've never been there. But like, I think I got to explore a lot more of the region to kind of give an accurate ranking. But I guess if I had to rank the states like as a whole, Massachusetts 1 again. 2, I'll go Rhode Island. 2, I'll throw you guys there. 3, New Hampshire. 4, Maine. 5, Vermont. 6, Connecticut. I've never even been to Vermont.
Oh man, here's the thing. We always get a lot of gripe because we always
Always.
crap on Connecticut,
Always.
but I think it's very funny that you've never been to Vermont and it still beat Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of yuppies that come to the city, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like I live here, and it's like, oh, cool. What neighborhood you grew up in? It's like, oh, like some random town in Connecticut. I'm like, so what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of opportunity in jobs.
Oh, I'm
and
from the
stuff.
seaport.
Yeah,
I live
it's
in the
like,
seaport.
God
I'm like,
bless.
thanks.
I know I'm
You're
gonna get
like-
a lot of hate for saying that. but
That's okay.
Yeah, no,
That's all
Connecticut. I'm gonna put.
We
yeah.
do secretly love Connecticut. They're part of New England, but it's one of those things where, like, you ever had that friend that you just can't help but pick on? They're just an easy target. And
Yeah.
that's Connecticut for
Yeah.
us. It's just, but it's all love. You got great pizza. UConn's holding it down for sports.
Yeah.
Can you smile so at least it looks like I'm being honest?
Yes, I totally agree with that statement.
But like, there's no hate to Connecticut.
No,
Yeah,
no.
My buddies I grew up with, they were actually out one night and they were going into some bar, I forget where, and then there were some kids in front of them from Connecticut. They turned around and started giving them a hard time and all that, and it started to get no punches or anything like that. But they were arguing pretty intensely, and they just were telling me about it, like these bums, blah blah blah. And I go out to like my alumni weekend at college, and I bring my boys from home with me, of course. It's at the Harp in the city, and I see one of my boys from college, very good friend of mine. I see him across the bar, and I hadn't seen him in a few months. I'm like, yo, pale white. I'm like, what the heck? Like, why is he looking at me like that? And my boy, who I grew up with, he went to high school with, big dude, and he looks next to me, he goes, yo, that's the kid.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh Christ. And then my boy from college, the nicest kid in the world. Like, I could not believe it. And I guess it ended up being his buddy from home that was giving him a hard time. But he comes over, he's like, bro, like my bet and other boys. Yeah. So it's kind of funny how things
how
work
it
out.
I love it. There you
That's
go.
how it happens.
Yeah.
That's it. So you just got to pick on the little redheaded stepchild.
That's it.
And then you become friends.
Hatred turns into friendship.
Also,
Yeah.
fun fact: we've heard this from "What Did You Eat Today, Sir?" and a few
Mikey.
other people. Yeah, we had Mikey on. Vermont actually has the best pizza.
Yeah, he
Ida.
said, I think it's like Ida in Burlington or something
Yes.
like that. Yeah,
Pizza
Mike,
Ida,
he's
Pizza
told me
Ida.
like 3 times you got to go.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
once
gotta-
you give
that's
that
a trip
review,
right
give us
there.
let us know so that we
Yeah.
can put it out there because this is becoming like maybe we need to get the owners of the Pizza Ida on here, but let them know that we're giving
He
them
said
a
they're
lot of.
characters, Mike. He said like
Yeah.
they're very kind of like take it or leave it.
I mean,
kinda.
they are in Burlington,
Oh,
Vermont,
yeah.
after all, so I can't imagine.
I
That
don't
they're
know.
not
I don't even know.
characters.
Dude, if you asked me on a map where is that, I had to have no idea.
Just follow the Ben and Jerry's trail.
Yeah, and just keep going.
I was gonna say they. So when we posted that clip from Mikey, because we had never heard that before about
Yeah.
Vermont having good pizza, we got tons of comments.
Yeah.
Obviously, oh, why are you going to Vermont? Blah blah blah. But I'm pretty confident the owner, because like we tagged them, we try and make it a positive
Yeah,
thing, and,
exactly.
get them some love. But like the owner was kind of in the comments, like doing his thing, and we're like, okay, maybe that wasn't the best.
Whoa, like he was being negative?
He was just
Clapping back at
protecting
everyone.
pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, wow.
Yeah, which I get. I totally get. Because
I
like
kinda
I
love
do it with
that.
the podcast,
Yeah.
but in a very funny, like respectful way. I
Right.
call people silly.
Oh, this guy
gooses
was
all
just
the
coming
time.
for
Yeah.
next.
Just come out there. Just no.
I love
did
that.
Not
I
care.
love that.
I
Did
love
not
that for
care.
him.
I love that.
He was like, "Fine, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself."
But that's like the New England mentality. I
Yeah,
think that's
100%,
why, that's why we call the
100%.
podcast So New England. It's just like, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Like
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
exactly,
And that's,
exactly.
and I like that a business owner is taking that stance rather than,
Absolutely.
because I do feel like a lot of business owners throughout New England, maybe not Boston, they are individuals who came from other parts of the country or maybe other countries in general and kind of moved here and they brought their cuisine and it's delicious, but they don't understand the New England like mentality and how we talk with like
Yeah.
reviews and our opinions on things.
Yeah.
And they're just like up in arms. And I'm just like, no, this isn't a bad thing. They're being honest. And this is like constructive criticism. You know, yes, there was a lot of F-bombs, but it doesn't mean that they don't like you. I promise.
Yes, that's well said. Yeah,
All right. Sports. You're a big sports guy.
yeah, I love sports.
Let's hear it, man. What's your ranking? What's your like favorite top New England sports teams in order? And we do like to include the New England Free Jacks, New England Revolution. We have the women's hockey team now, the Fleet. So if you want to throw those in the mix,
Boston Cannons.
too. The Boston Cannons are out there too.
Is that
So
lacrosse? That's the lacrosse. I don't know what the other
the
three.
cannon,
are.
the
lacrosse.
Cannons are lacrosse.
Cannons are lacrosse. Okay.
So the Free Jacks are our rugby team, and the New England Revolution's our soccer team.
okay. And then what would you say? There was like a women's
The
hockey?
Fleet. The Fleet, yeah.
So I'm ranking 7 of them.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Cool. Turn on your mic.
We got the legacy too.
Oh my God, that's right. Boston
Oh, wow.
Legacy.
What is that?
That is a.
Women's basketball.
Women's soccer team.
There you go.
Women's soccer team. Okay. All right. So I mean, I'm gonna do the
But
obvious.
do,
four.
do the obvious ones
And
first.
then we go from there.
But we just like to give them, you know, credit and clout because they're all doing a great job at bringing
Okay.
up to,
All right.
you know,
Fair.
different
That's
sports.
Showing off
kudos
New
to you
England.
guys.
Yeah.
Showing off
Yeah.
New England.
Yeah. I'd say number 1, if you are from the city of Boston, it is the Boston Red Sox, and I don't think it's close, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah, it could. You know, you hate in the comments, or whatever the
Damn.
heck it is. 2, I would say the Patriots. I love Drake. I think he's a great role model. How he kind of carries himself off the field for kind of younger kids. You know, maybe not some of the other guys on the team. You know, good athletes, but I think Drake May is like a great. Like, if I had a kid, like, hey, I want you to be like that. You know.
Yeah. Same. If my kid
You know
could
what
be
I'm
the potential MVP of
Well,
his
that
second
too,
rookie.
right. He's an
My kids could be
unbelievable
Drake
player.
May, but unfortunately, Dad's 5'8" and
Yeah.
Mom's 5'4". So enjoy.
It might be out of the cards. 3 Celts, 4 Bruins, and then you can throw whatever the heck. Cannons 5, and then there are other yeah, after that. But
We just like to give them a shout out. Like the women's hockey team is selling out TD Garden April 11th.
No
They
way.
sold out the TD Garden,
no way.
which is badass, which is really cool
the
because
Fleet, they're called.
the Fleet, yeah.
All right,
I'm
shout
pretty
out
sure I'm
the
getting that
Fleet.
correct. Yeah, double check. It's the Fleet, right? Women's hockey team sold out the Garden,
Good
which
for
is
them.
awesome because we also had the Connecticut Suns last year,
Okay.
who came in and they sold out the Garden too. So
They're another women's hockey team.
no, the Connecticut Suns women's basketball
Okay,
for the WNBA.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I probably sound like I just don't follow. Too
That's all
religiously.
right, man.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve, but that's
Yeah.
cool. We're
I
making
appreciate
sure we're
it.
giving them
Yeah,
all
I
a
appreciate
little
it.
bit
Give
of
them the love. Yeah,
that's
right,
it,
right,
man.
right, right.
That's it.
Good luck to the UConn men and women's basketball team in the tournament.
I don't really care so much about the college.
Yeah, I'm not
sports.
gonna give.
I'm not going to give UConn. No,
UConn
UConn's not getting
basketball,
that.
men's. I'm not. No shout out.
Guys!
no.
That's like
I'm
crazy.
They're
not
gonna
a Dan
come for
Hurley.
us in the comments.
That's
Oh,
cool.
Thank
But
you.
yeah,
I
but-
am not a Dan Hurley fan.
See, that's the only difficulty with the college sports is that there are a lot of
yeah.
colleges and universities
so
around
much-
here. So you can't
Yeah,
just
but
like
none
you
that are
can't
that
just shut
good.
out UConn and not shut out like Boston College or Boston
Well,
University.
that's
brother
different.
goes
We're
to
talking.
BC,
I was
so I
gonna
love
say
BC.
if we're talking hockey, then yeah, Quinnipiac, Boston College, Boston University, hell yeah, Harvard's pretty
Hoops
good, right?
is, yeah, UConn's nasty,
Hoops.
but I just am not a Dan Hurley fan in the slightest. One of my friends I grew up with, his dad is a ref and like March Madness, like high level ref.
Damn.
And he tossed Hurley in one of the last Big Ten tournament game or whatever the conference is. Like he tossed him from the game because Hurley like nudged him. So
I remember seeing that when
That's
he
my
bumped
boy's
him.
dad.
I'd like to see his FanDuel account.
Wow.
Or his DraftKings account. That was a little
We're
bit
gonna cut
sensitive
it
a
there.
toss right there. I don't know. I mean, there might be some money on that.
But
That's too funny.
no UConn love from me.
All right, that's fine. Whatever.
Have you traveled outside the U.S. at all, or are you traveled
so
throughout
I
the U.S.
studied
outside?
abroad in college, so that was
let's
kind of like my
go.
gateway.
Great person
college.
for this question.
Really?
Yes.
What
This
we-
wasn't going to be my question. No, I'm just
Go
kidding.
for it. It is
Okay.
now.
So we have 6 beautiful states, 5.5, depending on who you're looking at. If you could bring any other state, any other country, any other whatever you want it to be, can really take it as
City.
you want. City, to make it a 7th, what would you bring?
like a New England state?
Yeah,
No,
add it-
anywhere to New England.
yeah.
That's what I'm
bring-
saying. Like it's an additional New England
Oh
state.
yeah,
Yeah.
in addition to New England
And it
states.
can be a
Right.
city,
And it doesn't
a
have to
state,
make
a
sense.
country. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with the food.
Dude, what a
the-
wild question.
I know, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's creative. That is creative.
Some people brought Canada. I brought Ireland.
Who
Some
brought
people.
Canada?
I don't know. Someone from Maine. Played some Maine, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Jordan did.
I'm not going to say
Jordan.
Maine, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to say Canada.
But she wanted specifically Quebec.
Yeah, she's
Quebec
at Quebec City.
Okay.
Specifically.
Because it's supposed to be pretty top notch with the food scene.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Maybe I got to go.
You got
to
some
Canada.
work to do, brother.
Yeah, I seriously. I
You
guess
gotta
I do.
start-
I guess I do.
Put me in touch with your real estate company. You need Fridays off.
Okay.
2 days ain't enough.
Please call him. I'll give you the contact. I'll give you the contact. Oh man, what a question, dude. Honestly, this is kind of like the first. I always say the first thing that comes to mind, and I say
Yeah.
it with confidence. I think a lot of people, like I knew growing up, like my uncle just moved down there. A lot of people going down to Florida because it's just becoming too expensive to live in this area.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. I mean, I love Florida. I haven't been down in a few years, but like I love going down there. So I guess I would take a city from there and then bring it up. So like, I don't know, like we got a pretty good nightlife, but it's not crazy. So we threw Fort Lauderdale up here or something like that. I think that'd be- I think that'd be
That's a
epic.
good spot.
Yeah.
I feel like they would fit in very well up here.
Put up here with like the weather too, so it's like a little oasis in New England.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I would. That's my answer. Then
Also, half the population in Fort Lauderdale is New England
Englanders.
anyway. So
Exactly.
we're
It
just
makes
bringing
the
back
most
our aunts
sense.
and uncles.
exactly, and they're kind of like, whoa, why are you bringing us back here? We already left.
Well, the good news is it brings all their weather and all
Exactly.
their, all
we
the
can
positive
just flock
stuff.
to them then. Yes, that's my answer.
Is there anything about New England as a whole that you think is a little bit overrated?
The weather, I guess. People are like, oh, I love the falls and I love the winters and they're so pretty and stuff. I'm like, bro, the fall means winter's coming and life's gonna suck for 4 months. Quite frankly, I don't know if you are from here. He likes the winters, so I can't even go to this guy for support. But I hate the snow.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
Yes.
Like, there's no way I'll ever kind of come around to liking it, but I don't know if this is ever going to be a time where I leave. Maybe I get a property in Florida later on in life, but I'm going to this is where my kids are going to grow up because this is good people and this is where I'm from.
Exactly. I love that. How about underrated? Anything you think is underrated that about New England as a whole?
I don't know. I guess, I'd go the education. I think everyone talks about it's the best place to go for school and stuff, but not even growing up, for our elementary schools and high schools and stuff like that. I think, it really kind of trains kids and puts them in a good spot to succeed long term in life. I'm a Boston Latin alum proudly, so I'm going to say that.
There you go. I love that. If there was one sentence or one phrase or, a good way that you think you could describe a New Englander to someone who's not from here, how could you describe New England to someone who's never been, right? If you're studying abroad, right? If you met someone, they're like, oh, what's New England like? How would you explain it?
Typical New Englander, I'd say, was probably unapproachable, but genuine and kind deep down. I think if you're really, most of the people I know, I don't really know a lot of bad apples, even though there are some, but most people, they got a scowl on their face. But if you're like, dude, you see the Red Sox last week? And they're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Are you going to the game this week? And then boom, you're going with them to the game. I think people are definitely kinder than meets the eye.
I love that you said the apple phrase because, how you like them apples?
And there's a good Will Hunting.
You know what I mean?
Right there. Throw that in there.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
You a big movie TV guy? Anything like that?
Yes.
So speaking of that, great segue there.
Yes.
Good job. I know you did that on purpose.
I did.
Do you have a favorite, a Boston-based, or it doesn't have to be Boston, but movie, TV show, anything like that?
We try to live our lives like Entourage.
Nice.
100%. That show, if you are a young male watching this podcast, and if there's one thing you take away from something I say, you need to watch Entourage. It will change your life.
All right. So then
Change your
who's the
life.
characters in your friend circles? Let's
He's
put you
Eric.
on the spot.
I mean, I don't want to give myself the love of the flowers. This is them kind of donning that, but I'd say he's Eric. Heffy's probably drama for making that kind of analogy. Evan's Turtle, and then Cookie is Ari out in LA. So it's college and hometown friends kind of combined, but I get so many other great friends. Frankie, OB, my girl Eileen. There's so many other good people in my life. So, but Entourage is life changing.
What would a nostalgic day in New England look like for you? I don't know if you grew up going up to New Hampshire to go skiing, or obviously didn't go to Vermont, but did you go over to Kennebunkport in Maine? What was a nostalgic day for you? Where oh man, if I could relive this day over and over, this is what New England, the quintessential New England experience.
I don't know about living over and over. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I guess a nostalgic day. When we in our community center growing up, we'd take field trips or whatever, to different places around.
Go see Plymouth Rock.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The aquarium, things like that. When we go to Canopy, it would be all right, meet back here at 3:00.
Yeah.
And me and my boys would just be rip it. Yeah. We go to everything. The hoop thing, the bamboo shoot ride, like all of those things. So I'd say Canopy is a nostalgic day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Good. I love a good Canopy Lake Park.
What are we missing?
Take a look. Whatever you'd like to ask.
Oh, we have so many more questions.
Timestamp, my friend. Well, no, we hit most of those, but
Did
there's
we?
any in there.
We did that. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. How can you spot a New Englander out in the wild? So when you're out doing your thing and you're like, you know what, that guy, that girl, they're from New England. How do you?
I mean, bro, look at the three of you, beards with the hat. Beards with the hat, I think is a dead giveaway.
I got a Bruins hat on. You got a Sox hat on. You got
Yeah.
Socks? Yeah, you got the Sox
and
hat
then
on.
the beard. Yeah, I think that's a dead
all right,
giveaway.
all right. I set myself up. Great fucking answer. That's good. That's
All right. One last question, and it's back in the sports realm because I know you're a sports guy.
Yeah.
What I feel like you kind of already answered this, but let's
No,
see,
go.
maybe not. What sports team do you think has the largest impact in New England?
Boston Red Sox.
Yeah. I was like,
Red
you're
Sox.
already gonna answer that. That's
Like it's
great.
cool, like the Pats, like if they win the Super Bowl, we're spoiled. We had Brady,
Oh,
we had
yeah.
6 of them for all these time. Like the Celtics, man, dude, this is gonna get a lot of hate, but like I don't love this Celtics team. Sorry, like I don't.
You
Like,
don't have to
I grew up
apologize.
watching
All good.
Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray
Right.
Allen, John, like those. Paul Pierce got stabbed 11 times, played all 82 games.
Right.
I mean, come on. Like now, like it's just a little bit more
yeah.
pretty boy.
Step
like,
back
hey,
three.
all 3-pointers.
It's
It's
all-
kind of like, dude, I want pick and roll. I want Kevin Garnett jamming it down your throat.
Have I not said
That is
this?
what I
I'm
want.
pretty sure I
I went to the
cannot.
Celtics,
sta-
bro. Like, and also, it's $100 to get into the Garden just
Yeah.
to go watch the game. So I went to one game this year. I think I saw 73s taken in
Yeah,
the game.
probably.
I was like, dude, no one is going and like creating contact. It's not as physical as it once used to be, and it's not as gritty as it once used to
But
be.
think about the size of Jaylen Brown. I mean, Jalen does get to the hoop, but imagine like Jaylen Brown and JT if they had that kind of coaching in the early 2000s.
dude, they would be
Unstoppable.
monsters.
It's crazy to me that I watched Jaylen Brown sit there. And I'm like,
Step
dude,
back,
I was
fade
like,
away.
literally just put your forearm out, keep the body off of you, and go and dunk
and
on
dunk the ball.
everybody.
Yes, 100%. I mean,
We're on the same page
coach.
here. If I watch one more step back from JT for a game winner, I'm gonna lose it. Like
You're
you can
6'11".
blow by everyone and just dunk on them.
11. No, God bless you, Jason Tatum. Maybe we do a food review together. But dude, dunk the ball.
That's it. That's it. Also, I'm 5'8" and I've never been able to touch net, so
I'm
maybe my
5'10" and a
opinion
half,
doesn't
so
match.
I don't got much of a leg to stand on either.
I'm smoking like a true and that's the New England way right there, right? It's like none of us can actually physically do what they do, so instead we just tell them how they should do
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was your fucking size, you know what I would do to the hoop?
That's what, a few less cannolis I'd be on the Celtics.
That's great.
Oh man! All right, Tommy. Where can everybody? Oh, you know what? Before we do that,
Okay.
I do want to ask you.
Mm.
Give me like a day in Boston of specifically eating. Where are you getting breakfast? Are you having a couple snacks in between? Where's your lunch and where's your dinner? What is like your specific Boston?
My day or like what I'd recommend?
No, your day. Because this is kind of like recommending it, but with your palate.
Dude, I don't normally like if it's my day and like what I would eat. I don't eat breakfast. I don't really eat till noon ever. So I would go lunch and then snacks in between and then dinner. And so if I was going lunch, what do you want? Like a sit down, fast casual? Like what
It's
do you
whatever
kinda-
you want, man. Like
whatever I want.
I want it to be. We can make it like a recommendation: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like what should
breakfast,
someone
lunch,
do?
and dinner. All right, it has to be within the city limits, or it can go outside.
Whatever you want it to be.
All right, if I can go outside. So breakfast, I love. We just went recently, Village Cafe in Newton. So it's just it's just their town diner. It's fantastic food. The best grilled chicken sandwich I've ever had. I know, grilled chicken. What the heck? You eat it, you're like, this isn't a grilled chicken sandwich. I don't know what the heck this is, but it's so good. The pancakes, the corned beef hash, everything there is phenomenal. Lunch, I mean, I'm gonna say it's a weekday, so we're gonna go Sam LaGrasse's. I'm gonna grab an pastrami. It is worth. It's what, like $35 at this point. It's ridiculous, but it's worth every penny. It is insanely good. And
It's a
then dinner-
sandwich?
pastrami sandwich. Bro, it's crazy
$35.
price.
Tell me when to stop.
Oh,
How big is that thing?
Smaller. Small. Yeah.
For
Little- little bit-
$35?
Little bit bigger.
Stick? Yeah.
Bro, it's pastrami sandwich.
That's a lot. I'm just putting that out there.
It's
That was a
pastrami-
lot.
Yeah, it's a good amount. Like it's a pastrami sandwich. Oh my god. It took me a second to get that. Like it's like Katz's Deli in New York doesn't even hold a candle to it. Like it is exceptional. I've had both. It is exceptional pastrami. And then dinner, dude. We're going back to this kid's number one meal ever. We're going to Sama in Somerville. It is this Turkish Mediterranean is how it was described to me, like American twist. Comments did not like that, so we'll just say Mediterranean. But it's incredible food. Chef Cassie is just unbelievable lady and even better chef.
Amazing.
I'm gonna switch that. very good chef, even better lady. That's what I meant to say.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. All right, so where can everyone find you online?
I'm DeVito Food Reviews on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook now. So just getting started there. Show some love.
There you go. That's where you're going to get the most hate. Facebook is the,
Oh, is it?
the
Okay.
cesspool
I've never had a Facebook
of the
until
comment
this. I've
section.
never
They
had a
do not
Facebook.
hold back.
That's where people are going to give you their real honest opinion because it's the
Okay.
older demographics. So they're going to
So
be
I'm
the
gonna
most
have my friends'
opinionated.
parents just ripping me.
That's
ripping
it.
one. That
That's
sounds
it. Your
neighbors.
amazing. All right, Pat, can you control the Facebook? I don't want to do that. Yeah.
All right, folks. Episode 81. Tommy DeVito, not to be mixed up with Tommy Cutlets, although there might be a collab in the future. We'll see.
We'll see.
Thank you guys always for tuning into the So New England podcast. Please try and remember, folks, life's better in New England.
Red